Hi, this is Tatiana Moroz, and you're listening to Journalistic Revolution.
Hello, fellow lovers of liberty. I'm Robert Wasman, and welcome back to the Journalistic Revolution. Sorry Matthew couldn't be with us during this episode. We had some technical difficulties, and we lost the film. But I am re-recording it now. And in this episode, we're going to discuss cognitive dissonance. We figured that the best way to discuss it is in the form of a PSA. So without further ado, here you go. I'm Robert, and I have cognitive dissonance.
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 In modern psychology, cognitive dissonance is the discomfort experienced when simultaneously holding two or more conflicting cognitions, ideas, beliefs, values, or emotional responses. Here are some examples of cognitive dissonance.
It's an economic collapse, and God said, and I quote, "This is not my judgment, they are bringing it upon themselves."
It's an extraordinary statement of someone who lived through the attack of September 11, that we invited the attack because we were attacking Iraq. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
When 1 million people in Boston were forced to stay in their homes, that a lot of those people, particularly in Watertown, where they were going door to door, and there was a real concern that this fellow might be on the loose, might break into their house, might take hostages, would people like to have had guns?
Oh, some may have, yes. But if where you're going is, do they need an assault weapon? I don't think so.
Symptoms may include frustration, hunger, sense of dread, guilt, anger, embarrassment, and anxiety.
Number one, lowering the importance of one of the discordant factors.
Number two, adding consonant values.
And last but not least, number three, changing one of the dissonant factors.
Now here is an example of how a conversation with someone experiencing cognitive dissonance should go.
Hey, so are you going to vote for Rand Paul in 2016?
I don't really vote. I don't really participate in the voting system.
Why not?
Well, I just don't think it really works. I don't think you can use government to reduce government.
Are you nuts?
No, it's not that I'm saying that you shouldn't vote for Rand Paul 2016. I'm just saying that I'm not going to participate.
Yeah, but how are you going to make change in politics if you're not involved in politics? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, there's other ways to make change. I mean, you have alternative forms of currency, you have activism, civil disobedience, many different ways to be able to involve change.
You'll never get enough people involved to really make a difference. You'll just piss a few people off.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then so be it. But the fact of the matter is the bigger the movement grows, the more people using alternative currency, the more people not participating in the system, the more irrelevant it becomes.
There's absolutely no way to make change unless you're involved in politics.
Hey, I mean, and that's your opinion, man. You know, I mean,
no,
that's just the way I go.
It's a fact.
No, that's not a fact. A fact is that the government is the issue, so why are you using it for the solution?
Because we have to get government smaller in order to make change.
By growing it. I'm just saying that if you think that's the best way to affect change, then please do so. We need to work together towards freedom. You want a minarchist type government, and I'd like to see a completely stateless society. But for now, we have a common goal, and I think we should work together.
But you're against drones, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. Drones are bad, man.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Do you think there's a common ground in which they need to focus on more than their differences?
Well, yeah, I think that's true in general, though. I think that if people focus more on their common ground, no matter what it is, no matter if you're talking about religion or politics, you're talking about the existence of man. You know, I think if people find their common ground in the existence of man, it pretty much it's self-explanatory for the most part. You know. But if people work together to make things happen, they can. But at the same time, too, you know, if you want a free society, you're going to have people that disagree and that are going to live the way that they want to live. So they also have the right to do that, as long as it doesn't infringe on the rights of other people as well. So you have to be open to concepts and to people that want to, in a sense, remove themselves from what, you know, somebody else has going on and let them have the right to do what they want to do.
Now, before I go back to our original closing, I just wanted to say that the reason that we brought up cognitive dissonance is because all of us have it to some degree. If you're a scientist and you believe in God, that's technically cognitive dissonance. If you believe in liberty, but who would build the roads? These things, and everybody has it to some degree. And if you're sitting there right now going, I don't have it, what are you talking about? Have you ever been in a bad relationship? Have you ever known that you should leave the woman, but you just loved her too much? Back to the regularly scheduled program. Journalistic revolution. News you need to be involved in.